If you get 5, 6, 7, $8 million in a very short amount of time, you can do a lot with that money.
Yeah, yeah. My internal voice would go, nobody cares how you feel. Go out there and get it done.
If you're building a real business, you're probably gonna lose some money because you're investing in it. Selfish question.
Mhm.
Were you scared before you went out before your matches?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Wow, I love that
absolutely.
fucking answer. He
Absolutely.
didn't hesitate. I love the honesty. I
Yeah.
had to ask the question because I know my sons are at times. I see it in their eyes.
I'm fucking paralyzed sometimes, like completely paralyzed. So like if people knew the amount of fear and anxiety that I've competed with in the past, they would be shocked.
Can you walk me through that? Can you walk the listeners through that process of what made you like there had to be a because you performed when you went out there. So talk to me about you're scared, you're nervous, you got that pit in your stomach, you're probably before you gotta take a shit, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes like can you then you now go and perform. Can you just talk to me through the process?
Yeah, I think early in your career, I think in my early career, it was easier for me to perform under stress and a little bit nervous because I was no one. I had nothing to lose. Literally, I was a broke kid from Kensington. If I didn't win, my life would have been shit. So I had everything to gain. I couldn't get any lower. Like where I'm from, I'm like, I'm not gonna get worse. So like I only have upside potential. So when you're competing like that, you're gonna see the best parts of like anybody. You're gonna see they're gonna compete with this amount of gratitude that you're just like, whoa. And gratitude is powerful, like powerful drug. Like nothing, and you'll see this. I go on every single college campus wrestling room. The first word you'll see is gratitude, and it's cliche, but people who compete with gratitude compete on a different level than people who are entitled and feel like they aren't excited about what they're doing or they're burnt out. So gratitude, number one. And if you don't have it, work your best to get to it. Pray, do whatever you got to do, but you got to get it because you're going to be fighting or competing with guys who have it, having a crazy amount. It's kind of why a lot of the immigrants come over here to America and kick our ass because the amount of gratitude they have to be here versus the amount of gratitude Americans have that who are already here and entitled. There's such a large gap that a lot of people come to America and kick our ass. But that wave on your way up and the gratitude you have, you wipe everyone out. That's what I did. I was wiping everyone out. And then what happens is you amass the name that you wanted, the amount of money that you wanted, the life that you wanted, and then you need to protect. Your mind goes, wait, when you go out to compete on a high level in front of millions of people, you're like, wait, I never felt this way before. I have an anxiety I never had before. Well, this anxiety is you feel defensive now. I need to protect who I am, this name. I need to protect the millions of dollars. I have something serious to lose. There's something serious to lose. Here, I nothing to lose. Now I feel like if I lose, I lose it all. So what I think you need to get good at is separating yourself from your feelings inside. You're not your feelings. And you just need to know you compete every day. You go out there and you give 100% when you're training, and then you don't attach yourself to the result. You remove yourself from your feelings. I removed myself from my feelings so much that I wasn't, I was losing myself in the whole thing. Like I realized I wasn't being as good of a husband. I wasn't being as good of a father because you need empathy and sympathy for all these things. I was losing that because I needed it. I needed to be separated from my feelings for my career, to be great in my career. So I got so good at if I felt inside tired or I felt inside, you know, scared or angry or whatever, didn't matter. None of it mattered. I don't care how you feel. My internal voice would go, nobody cares how you feel. Go out there and get it done. That was my internal voice to myself. Um, but that was the competitor I was. It wasn't the person I was. And I was losing grip of who, who I was in the middle of it. So like, um, that's how ruthless I was in wanting to be a world champion. Is that I was growing into the character of being a world champion, and at some point, I needed to scale back and go, "I'm also a father, I'm also a husband, I'm also these other things, and this thing's gonna destroy it made the very thing that made me a champion is gonna destroy me if I don't get a governor on this or figure out what's going on." But, the fear and the anxiety, if you don't get a grip on it, could, I mean, freeze you. But what I realized during my career is my most pivotal moments where I knocked people out or had my best performances was on the other side of that gripping, crazy fear. Like, I would feel it the night before the fight, then I would feel it inside the locker room, and I'd have no control of it, and I would say, "Fuck it. Nobody cares how you feel. Nobody gives a shit how you feel. Go out there and do what," and then boom, you go out there, you make the walk, and then, like a flash goes by, boom, the guy's knocked out cold, and you go, "See?" And if you do that enough, you do it enough, you realize none of the feelings were real. It was all an illusion. So, like, after a couple times of feeling this gripping fear that's inside, and then going out there and performing anyway at a high level, you'll realize my mind and my illusion, I'm full of shit. I can't even trust myself. I can't even trust myself. So, like, I just came to a grip of that when I go to compete. Like, any negative feeling I was feeling inside about maybe I wasn't enough, or maybe this guy's gonna beat me, or maybe it was just my brain, too much energy in my brain, or it just wasn't real.
You know, you come through all this fear, you wind up in a nice real estate portfolio. Now you guys go by NPR Gym from Eric, I believe, correct? You partnered with Jim Worthington, is that
Partner
correct?
with Jim Worthington, yep,
Right, nice guy, good guy.
yep.
He didn't have a good Tuesday, and then there was an election on Tuesday, I just found out. I didn't even know there was an election. How terrible was that?
Oh, we got hammered.
But I didn't, so here's a funny story, right? My buddy Mike Sales, Starbucks, texted me Wednesday morning. He's like, "Dems did a full sweep." I'm like, "Full sweep of what?" Like, I had no clue. He's like, "There was an election yesterday." I'm like, "Election on what?" He's like, "There's an election, dude." He's like, so I call him up, like, "Are you fucking with me?" Because he's a big Democrat. I'm like, "But he's one of my
Sure.
best friends. I don't give a shit.
Right,
I don't
right.
do politics and that." And I'm like, "What election for what?" He's like, "The DA's out." He's like, "Judges are out." Like, all I'm like, "Damn, I didn't know." I'm like, and I thought to myself, I was like, "Man, Worthington's having a bad day."
Yeah, yeah, it was a rough week. It was a rough one.
I mean,
Yeah, he didn't feel good. I spoke with him in the cafeteria a little bit. He's like, "Shit, man." But look, the truth is, like, I love that you say, "I don't know what the fuck's going on," because
I have no
that's
clue. I don't
no,
watch the
no,
news though.
but that's the mark of someone who minds their own business. You're minding your own business, Lance, and that's why you're as successful as you are. I don't give a shit who the president is. I don't care.
No.
I don't care who won the Eagles game. I don't care. Am I growing? Is my business doing well? And that's what more people should be involved in.
But
Everybody's
the problem with politics that is, everybody wants to, like, everyone's a Facebook tough guy. Everyone's a Instagram. You want to see the comedy section, the circus, go to the comment section on social media, right? Like I just said all the time, like,
yeah,
and this is my thing, right? I guess a Muslim got elected to New York City. I just found out on Tuesday, right? On Wednesday, I didn't even know there was an election for this, right? So this is how stupid I am. We were just we're up the mountains together, me and Neri, and my buddy Bruce has Fox News on. And I'm like, "Bruce, turn this shit off." Then I say it to him, we're just driving around. I'm like, "Turn this shit off." He's like, "I watch it every morning, Lance. I can't turn it off." I'm like, "Dude, turn the fuck off."
so do we. I do in my house. So, whoever that guy is, I'm with you, buddy.
What, you watch it too?
I watch that in the Money Channel. Me and my wife go back and forth. It's Fox and then CNBC. I'm watching it. I'm watching the stuff.
So we don't watch any no news is in my house since
Good.
2016.
You're better
There's
because
no news, right?
you're better.
And, to make a long story short, he's like, "This guy got fucking elected. He's a Muslim." And I was like, "Well, that is weird that a Muslim would be." He's an immigrant. I just thought it was weird. I was like, you know, and he's like 80% of females voted for him.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, isn't most Muslims like they don't have women's rights?" Like I don't know. So I just used Chat GPT and it came back, "Yes, you're right." And I'm like, "Well, is the New York mayor guy," I put his name in, "does he have these beliefs?" They're like, "Yes, he does." I'm like, "What the fuck is wait, hold on here, man." I'm like, but like I was telling my buddy Mike about it, he goes, "Well, maybe that's what America wants if that's what they're voting for."
Yeah.
Like, but like, because they're the ones voting, right?
They want a circus.
I don't know what they want, but I did think but so, like, after that, I never watched it again, but, like, it's just funny that, I know Worthington's has been big into politics, and look, I love Jim. I know I don't think he has hard feelings. I used to donate to both parties,
Mhm.
up to about 2016, full transparency, and there was a time where I felt like I never voted before in my life. My wife told me I had to get involved because I have sons,
Mhm.
um, so I started getting a little bit involved. And then I just started realizing as I got involved, even on a local level, none of these people are your friends.
Yeah.
They just want your donations. Um,
Yeah.
when you go to ask them for help, it's a no for the most part, unless
Yeah.
it's something very simple, right? Um, and I was just like, "You know what, man?" I was like, no one's ever showed up to help my family when I was poor, besides the church, which I have some issues with. That's a whole different conversation. But no one's really ever tried to help us. And no one's ever tried. Like, I look at it this way, like, you see how many employees I have here. I have employees all around the country. No politicians ever came here and said, "Lance, do you need anything in your business? Is everything going well? Is there anything I can do to make it better?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help your family make it better?" So I was like, kind of like, I'm not doing this. Like, they play by their own rules, the haves and the haves not. And, Jim actually said to me one day, he's like, "Will you come to this Trump thing and get involved?" I never forget. We're in the cafeteria right there talking, me and Jim, and I love Jim. I think Jim's a good friend of mine. He's been great to me. It's like, "Jim, I don't do politics. I'm not doing it." And he's like, "You should get involved. You have these kids. You gotta get." I was like, "Jim, I'm sorry, man." I was like, "I disagree with you 110%." I was like, "I think they're all pieces of shit."
Yeah. Yeah. And that
And that's just my stance. And I mean, and I'm still friends with Jim.
yeah.
And if I saw him, we talk and this and that. Um, but I just never ever donated again.
Yeah.
Ever again, and I won't. I won't donate to any political party ever again.
Good for you. I mean, look, I think politics is too personal, and that's why people say don't argue religion, don't argue politics. My stance, I have my own. I'm a Republican. I've always been, but I don't care what people think of that either. The minute people heard that I voted for Trump or Republican, that I lost 50, 60,000. I don't care. If
My wife voted for Trump both times. I took her. She
yes,
wanted to. All right, let's go.
my wife's an avid Trump.
My wife's the biggest Trump fan.
Yeah,
Me, not so much. I think Trump's better than the alternative,
yeah.
but I don't do politics. Like,
But you understand it on a much deeper level because you're a high level business guy, and you've donated and seen
I
you've seen
donated. I've fucking donated. It's public records. Go look it up. I've donated.
yeah. I just like with politics, I think everybody should be able to get to say what they want and stop arguing with each other about it because it's way too personal. Like you can't tell there's gay people out there who are feel threatened and they of course go Democrat because they're very keen on the gay. I can't tell them people they shouldn't feel that way.
But
The same way,
my sister Jolene's gay. And she's a Republican.
yeah.
She's a hardcore
Yes.
Republican.
You
So, like,
just can't tell
y y
people how
y
to think and
you
feel.
can't tell people how to think and feel. So this is a perfect example. This is what I said to someone, right? Um, because everybody knows Mike Sell is one of my best friends. He's a hardcore Democrat. His partner, John, is head of the Democratic committee or was, right? I think for this Joe Sale. And it's a great law firm.
Yeah.
And somebody said to me, "How could this guy be your best friend? One of your best friends, right? Our kids have been together since they're 4 or 5 years old. In
'Cause
your
you're not supposed to
relationship."
have disagreements, right, as friends?
It's not even a disagreement, 'cause I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
we'll poke each other. Like, I'll poke him when I see stuff in his wife. But this is where, like, people don't realize is it's what's behind the man, not what their political views are. And this is what people can't get past because 'cause we're so polarized. Is the other day we were at Chance Marsteller camp, right? A PA state champ camp.
Mhm.
My son Hammer is having a pounding headache. I'm giving him Tylenol. Hammer's wrestling live, and all of a sudden he's just breaking down, crying. And I'm coaching, helping this camp out, right? At Chance's, so I can't get off the mat and attend my son.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the first two people?
Your friend.
My friend, who's a Democrat,
Yeah.
is grabbing my son, his wife, and my friend Gino. But I don't know what Gino is. I've never really asked. I'm assuming he's a Republican Northeast kid, but it doesn't matter, right? You know Gino Carpino.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, they're taking care of my son. Democrat, Republican. No one gives a shit who you vote for.
Yeah.
It's all smoke and mirrors. So that's why I just don't pay attention. I just don't. I just look at
Good.
people like I know it sounds crazy. I just and I don't think Either way, Eddie has to get up tomorrow and build his business and build his real estate portfolio. You got to show up to your gym and you have to make sure you enroll new people and you hit your P&L. It doesn't matter when Biden, you started your business during Biden, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah.
Now Trump is in,
Yeah.
right? I'm assuming under Biden, your business was still growing, right?
I control my own economy all the time. It's my economy.
There you
Business is my economy. I'm in charge of it. If it fails, I failed. If it does good, I did good. So it's, yeah. And I
mean,
think everybody should feel the same.
but people don't.
Yeah. Well,
People don't. And that's where, you know, I try and tell people you went with Jim Worthington. And I respect Jim. I do. Like, I think what Jim does is great because that's what Jim believes in. So, like, I don't even think it's saying I think what Jim does is wrong or anyone. Like, these guys that go and push politics, if that's what you want to do, you do it. I just don't want to be part of it. Makes sense? Like,
yeah.
and Jim's a very successful businessman.
Yeah.
I don't know how he finds the fucking time to do it.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It-
It's a lot.
So, but you partner with Jim. You buy NPR. You buy it off of Eric. If I'm
Jim
correct.
bought NPR.
Jim bought
Yeah.
NPR.
Yeah.
What made him go buy NPR? I'm just kind of curious. Like, well, like, what's he gonna do? Come buy Lance Bachmann? No, I don't know if he can do that. But I mean, was he just buying everything?
No, I don't know why. To be honest with you, that was before I got involved.
So you weren't even involved.
No, there was talks of me, like them wanting to be involved and make it the Underground Kings and stuff like that. But they have already went and purchased NPR and did all that. I came in kind of after that whole situation, and like so that's where that came on. They bought MP. I think they believe they bought NPR because they wanted to kind of dip their toe in and learn the business, then learn it. And so they brought them on to hopefully help NPR, help them know the ins and outs,
Yeah.
grow it. And also there was a bunch of members that already were existing.
Now, I heard a lot of members left though, just
Yeah.
because. Yeah, because when you move a gym, I mean, that's still, even though it's probably only a 8-mile drive, right? 7-mile drive from where it used to be to where it is.
Yeah, it was short.
Short,
Yeah.
but it's still a 25-minute drive, 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
So people you're gonna have nutrition. You're gonna have churn.
Yes, there is. The retention's gonna not be as great, and it wasn't, And I look how I feel about the buying it. I didn't think we needed to. I think if I was gonna be involved, the NPR we didn't have to buy that.
Yeah.
It could have been done organically on our own, but it was what's done was done. So
How many members do you have now?
I think we're close to 400. I want to say.
It's a lot of members.
And most of the original members moved somewhere else. Like there was a falling out with NPR. There is now today. So like they're pretty much out.
I heard, did Eric move to California?
He was in Tennessee or something
Tennessee.
like that, but he's back he's back and forth, something like that.
He's back. So
He's not having a good go with Jim. Him and Jim are in.
yeah, I heard there was a major problem. I heard I heard he didn't get his money, and I heard different rumors. Listen, there's rumors. I'm not saying it.
I try to stay out of it. Here's what I say. Since they moved into our building is the only thing I care about. Because I'm the business part I didn't want to be involved in. Since NPR has become Underground Kings, Eddie Alvarez Underground Kings, the MMA team's 9-0. We're undefeated. Nobody lost yet. That's all I care about. Everything else, the business part of it, all that, I'm literally there. It's not a pay thing for me. It's a long-term thing. So like for me, if my MMA team is winning and the guys inside there are winning, then I feel good. If we start losing, then I have a problem to fix. Everything in between that with Eric and Jim and all them.
Well, that's not your business anyway, and it's not really the public's business. I know it's rolling out into the public, and I'm like, guys, you do enough business. Because someone made the comment to me, do you think Jim Worthington's a good businessman? I said, no. They said, you don't think he's a good businessman? I said, I think he's a fucking great businessman.
Yeah.
I said, look at everything he's built. Everything he's built.
It wins.
Well, he's had some losses,
Yeah.
but you don't think I've had losses, Eddie?
Yeah.
Like, all these people get on podcasts, like, I've lost. I've learned. I've failed. I mean, I've been knocked out, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim Worthington, but there's a lot more good than bad.
Yeah.
And that's what I know about Jim Worthington. And I can make that statement in front of millions of people and not think twice. And that's why I'm like, there's always 2 sides, especially when someone buys your business and earnouts aren't met and things aren't met. There's so many factors that go into it. Um, and who knows who's right, who's wrong. I guarantee you the truth's in between. Those 2 guys will figure it out. I mean, they both have been nothing.
Look, I know who's right and wrong in it, and I'm still there. I won't side with someone if I felt like they like, if you fucked somebody, I'd be like, "Lance, we can't do this." If
Yeah,
you fuck somebody and I know you fucked them,
yeah,
I'm out.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be attached to that. I don't wanna be involved in it. So, the fact that
That says it all.
fact that I'm with Jimmy and me and Jimmy are buddies, you know what the right side is. And I don't wanna even give this thing attention because I'm like, "Bro, if I give it attention, then it really blows up." So I'm like,
Mm.
this is silly." The whole thing's silly, and I'm like, if my kids are winning, that's what I care about.
So you guys are 9-0, right? And you got 400 people. That's you're growing. Do you go through the P&Ls and do you go through all the cash
Weekly.
weekly? All right, so you got to handle your numbers. So you're saying, okay, we're profitable or not. How long? Here's a question for you because this is where I want the listeners to listen. And be honest with me. Were you losing money at first when you opened your business?
Absolutely. Yeah.
God damn, I love the honesty. I
Absolutely.
love the honesty.
Yeah.
Because so many people were like, you can never lose money in the beginning. You know, if you're building a real business, you're probably going to lose some money because you're investing in it. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, yeah. You're 100%. You're always gonna end up in the red in the beginning. And a good business, if you have a great service and you have a great team, you're gonna spend. You're gonna spend enough. If people are gonna wanna walk in that door and be in a beautiful place and have world champions training them and in a place like ours, like a performance institute that's high end, you're actually gonna lose a lot in the beginning. And that's okay as long as you have a long-term vision for the business and know that we have great coaches. We're going to train people at the highest level. Everyone in here is battle tested. They've won world titles, so they're not plumbers who are teaching you how to do electricity. Like, these are world champions who fought at the highest level, who are teaching people how to defend themselves at the highest level. So it's like it's a school of learning, for the hobbyist, for the world champion, for kids, all in one.
I mean, when you're boxing, you're really and you're fighting, you were making decisions really for yourself. Like, cause like, not like you had a team around you, but you're making decisions in that ring, how to react, how to this. Now you're making decisions for probably 30, 40, 50 employees, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
That's a lot of weight. Can you talk to me about the hard decisions? I'm sure you've had to turn people over, especially if there was NPR staff there.
yeah,
I mean, good people. I'm not saying listen, I've had great people leave me. I can name some great people that were still my friends today that are no longer with me, right? Like,
yeah.
just sometimes people move on. Can you talk about that decision-making process and how hard it is to make those tough decisions? Because that's just like, that's tough.
Yeah, so, like, the good thing is I didn't need to be involved. I didn't need to be too thoroughly involved in that stuff. When I partnered with Jim, I told Jim, I said, "Number 1, if you want me to be here every single day, on the every single and I can't go away with my family on a vacation or do something like that, um, then I you're looking at the wrong guy. My time is everything. I'm gonna get calls like this. I'm gonna get calls to be over here, and I need to be able to move. So let me put the right team in place, and then whenever I'm home, I'm here. I'm gonna live here. But I need to be able to move freely, and my time needs to be free. On top of that, um, I don't want to be involved in any of that stuff. So we have Doug Sharp, who's in charge of operations, who already done all this.
Wait, Doug, is that Doug, the that guy?
Doug did not, yeah, that is now.
Oh, Doug's a good.
Yes, Robo D. And he was in charge of mergers and acquisitions, like in the other ones before that. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to give people the job that they're great at, that they're okay with, and put that team in place. I said, I want to go in the gym and I want to teach people high level fighting. And then every once in a while, I want to get involved in kids' classes because they're crazy fun to deal with the kids. So I'll go in, I'll do a kids' class, which is the funnest part of my day. Like, doing the kids from 6 years old to 14-year-old. They're the best ever. And then I'll go with the fighters who have fights coming up, and we'll game plan and strategize and help them kind of work toward winning their fights. That's what I want to do. If you come to me with anything else, I don't want to deal with it.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Service Titan and Rilla, our technology of choice to helping us scale and grow our business and making sure all of our viewers have the technology to scale their business so when they want to sell it, they're able to.
Give that job to someone else, because I didn't want to be involved in something that felt like a job. I wanted to do what I was passionate about. And I worked the last 20 years like crazy focused and gave up my time, my effort, my family's time and effort. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to be involved in things if I don't love what I'm doing. So when I'm in the gym, I told Jim, I don't care. We could be not profitable for 5 years. I don't give it. We're going to get to a point where we're going
Are
to be
you
profitable.
profitable now?
Oh, we're profitable in the first 6 months.
Or
First six
6 months?
months. 6 months in, we turn a profit. So like, um, but I didn't care. I'm like, I don't care about that part of it.
I'm assuming that's the lowest part of income you make because you have so much real estate. It's still a small business. Like it's still, I mean, I know it does well, but
It's charity for me.
it's
I've given fighters. When my fighters win, I give them knockout bonuses out of my own pocket because I'm excited. I'm in the hole in this, so this is not.
it's like my wrestling room at my farm.
Yeah, bro. Like I gave away 2 grand in knockout bonuses after my guys went 5-0 the other night. So like, um, I'm just excited for my guys. They keep winning, keep incentivizing them to win. I know a byproduct of me, my passion, Ray Robinson, Leandro, and all of our coaches in there. I know the byproduct of us just pouring into these kids will be something great. So I give a little bit now. Later on, if we can make a living out of it, fucking awesome. But I make a lot more money in other different avenues. This isn't my money avenue on this gym. This gym is my passion project.
But I have a funny feeling, I mark my words, because you're profitable. When something's profitable, it becomes dangerous. I tell people that. Because if you're profitable and passionate, like all my companies are profitable.
Yeah.
There was a time when they weren't. Like I had like when now I'll tell you this because you understand this. Well, a year ago, year and a half, LB Capital's only been around for literally 3 years. But when I was building this, I was investing so much money and we're losing money. I mean, you see what the fucking place looks like. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like you're investing, you're losing, you're
Absolutely.
losing. And I remember someone saying to me, "Are you stressed out?" I said, "Whenever you're losing money, you're stressed out."
Yeah.
When I don't care what anyone says, when you're losing money, you're stressed out because you know the day is going to come when you're profitable. But as soon as you get there, that passion goes that much faster. Because like, okay, you know what? We're here now. We're here now. And when you're passionate about what you do, things grow. I mean, are you going to open a second, third location? I mean, is there a reason why you wouldn't expand? Or you're really going to just try and say, this is our main fighting gym in order to make champions here?
I think scaling it would be well, it'd be easy to do another location, right? That would be the easiest way to scale is do another location somewhere 20-25 minutes away where we can invite that community to get the same kind of service. But um I think scaling for me would look more like, and it's a long term, but I want to get in a promotion where I have the Underground Kings promotion where we take the talent that we built, we manage them, and then we have a promotion that we can display them on and build their records and build their careers. And then with the network I have, get them to the UFC, PFL, or across seas and be able to get them to fight for a career, for a living, and make millions of dollars fighting. So it's build the talent inside of Underground Kings. It's manage the talent because I understand that part of it more than anyone and help them build their careers and their promotion part. It's three-pronged. So you have talent, and then you're managing it, and then you got promotion. All three of them under one building and help local kids in that area be a part of their story, part of their building their careers. And we have promising kids in the area to be able to do that.
You know, I love that you're doing that and you're talking about that. When you got signed to the UFC, who signed you? Was it Dana or was it the brothers?
Lorenzo Fertitta,
Lorenzo
Dana's boss.
Dana's boss.
Yeah.
And he flew down to Florida
Yes. He flew to Florida.
and he met you. He signed you.
Yeah.
And you guys still talk? Did you hang out with him afterwards?
Never. Never again. Never spoke again. So
Move to Florida.
You got what you want and bounced. Yeah. You got what you want and bounced. Yeah. So like he
So Dame closed you.
closed me, wrote me a check that I never got, like I never received before. You know what I mean? I never.
So your first check, life-changing money you never received for how much was it?
It was yeah, maybe it was $250,000.
It's
And
life-changing money.
yeah, it
Pays
was
your house off.
yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was great money. Got me caught up big time because I was behind big time. You know, before that I was behind big
I
time.
try and tell people, like, if you get 5, 6, 7, $8 million in a very short amount of time, you can do a lot with that money.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do a lot with that money. A lot.
Don't fuck it up because a lot of people fuck it up.
Well, they go out and buy dumb shit, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they go out and buy dumb shit. They don't pay.
You can set yourself up pretty much.
I never understood why people don't go pay their house off. Like, it's mine.
Yeah.
People are like, what's the tax write-off? I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm like, it's an asset that I have that nobody could take from me.
Yeah.
That I can go sell and downsize and buy a smaller house instead of liquid cash and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not hard to figure out. You need to.
Do you do that on properties that are 2 and 3% interest?
So
Would you
house,
do you
the
still
house
do that?
was 2.75% and I paid it off.
Anyway,
I wouldn't advise it now. I look back on that when my interest was so low.
yeah.
But my farm's paid off. Believe it or not, I own hundreds of properties and over 80% are paid off in cash. I have no mortgages on them.
Because I'm completely on your side and agree with you.
Unless
other,
it's
other
less.
than
If you have 3% interest, I would not tell you to pay your. I mean, like, I regret paying them off. Like, I paid some of my rental properties off that were at the 3.5, 4%. I'm like, God damn. Like, now I'd be paying 7% or
Yeah.
6. I'm like, and that's why I pay cash for everything, right? But, yeah, like, yeah, I mean, I wish I had that cash back now and had
What'd
those
you do with
interest
it?
rates.
All right, you have all that cash.
I'd just go buy other real estate.
Would you?
Yeah, I just
Are
go
you
buy other real estate.
so? All right, let's talk about. All right, so you have tons of real estate lands,
Yeah.
and cash in the bank and this and that. How exposed are you to Bitcoin?
I can show you. I don't do well.
The number, but not you don't have to give me an.
I don't
It's a,
give it, Jilly. I'm a transparent dude. I don't like people. Everyone wants to bullshit and this and that. So
and how do you feel about it?
I don't feel anything. The only reason I did it, I missed the big wave with Google. I missed the big wave with So right now, in my wallet, I have 382,000, and I'm down $100,000. So I'm not doing today. If you asked me, I'm not doing too happy with how this shit works.
All right.
You see it?
Yep.
So I don't know how this really works. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
So, but then some days when it gets to swing high, I'll have $500,000 in here or $600,000 in here.
Yeah.
So it's like having the most bipolar boyfriend or girlfriend you'll ever have.
Yes.
So I literally don't even look at this shit.
I think that's gonna end up that $381,000 will end up being your largest asset at certain point, and you're gonna be like, you were so deeply because I'm a real estate guy just like you
Yeah.
are. I believe that's the mecca. But
Do you have this too?
oh yeah, I bought it $9,800. I bought my first 2 coins at $9,800. First 2 Bitcoin.
Oh, so you have probably $1 million plus of Bitcoin.
No, no, no. I'm buying more at this dip here. I'm gonna buy about another 3 coins at this dip, and then if it goes more, I'll buy a little bit more. If it goes down more, I'll.
How much is a coin?
Right now, it's about 100. Today might be 100,000 for one.
Yeah, see, I don't know. See, I don't know any of that. So once again,
Yeah.
my good friend Mike Sale
Yeah,
got me into this. And
Well,
all
you
these
got-
guys
well-
in his office got me into it. Sean, and they're all like, "You gotta buy it. You gotta buy it. You buy it." And I had it before,
Mhm.
and I sold it. I literally tripled my money. It wasn't much. It was like a few $100,000. Like, it wasn't crazy. I put, I think, 100, 150 in it, and I went to like 3 something. I just sold it. This is like 2, 3 years ago.
Yep.
I'll never forget. I was at Golden Gates at a boat ride event, and some guy's like, "So it's at the peak." And the next, I listened to this fucking idiot, and but he seemed like he knew what he was talking about. But I listened to the idiot. And I sold the next day. I just got rid of it all, and
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, just shows you what idiot I am. But yes, I will probably buy more. I don't know enough about it, truthfully, Eddie. Like, you know way more than I do.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say to you, Eddie, tell me what you're buying. I'll probably just duplicate it because that's how I operate, right? Like,
Yeah.
I surround myself with guys that know more than me.
Yeah.
I always say to my sons, this sounds horrible. I've never had an original thought in my life.
They're just you're saying, hey, you're successful. You've done really good. Let me know how you did it.
And I duplicate it. So, like, like, that's all I do.
Yep.
Like, I just duplicate success the way, like, I just, that worked for you? Oh, it did? And
Then why wouldn't it work for me? Nah, I just go do this. I got arms and legs.
I got why not me on my arm for that reason.
Hell yeah, I like that.
That's why I got on my arm, like, why not me?
I like that.
If I see you do something now, I'm not saying I see a guy go run a 3-minute mile, I can do that, right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that, but I'm saying within reason,
Yeah.
right? Like, my mind is such that if you can do something
I feel the same.
within reason,
We're
I
like
can
in
do it.
that way. We're
Like,
like
just
in that way.
like, so, but no, I mean, so you think that's gonna get a lot higher?
Uh, I'd say, so I've my one of my best friends, Charlie Hawk. He plays professional poker. Plays in one of the largest cash games in the United States. He actually runs it, and within this game, everybody's 100 million and up. All of them, and I would ask him, like, "Charles," because I'm a real estate guy. I consider myself pretty conservative when it comes to investing. I'm like, I'm a nervous investor. I work hard for my money, so I wanna make sure before I get into something that it's the right play. So I've always been, like, kind of tiptoeing in, Bitcoin. Should I do it? I bought a couple, like I said, I bought my first 2 at $9,800. Like, it was less than 10 grand. I watched it I watched it grow all the way to 100 or more. Got up to 125 at a certain point, but I didn't care to sell it. Um, the American dollar, the largest, best asset on earth today, has devalued by 100%, almost 100%. So it's almost worthless, the American dollar. Like,
Don't
it's
tell me that.
I
Holy
know,
shit,
no, but
back to
listen,
a money market.
that's the number one that's the number one, that's our financial tool in the world, the American dollar.
Oh, yeah.
But it's depreciated by almost 100% now since, like, the 30s and 40s, right? So the number one thing is also worthless, and we're on a track to continue to go down, down, down.
Yeah.
They just keep printing and printing and
Yeah, it's
printing.
crazy.
What could be next? I mean, we have to change something. And when you look at every business, when you across the board, you look at Airbnb replaced hotels. Hotels were the middleman. A taxi, that was your middleman,
Mm.
right? Uber, uh, the restaurant, DoorDash. We've replaced the middleman with almost every industry and business, period, with every across the board except money. Banks still do it in this weird old fashioned way that banks are still operating. This is the only way to get it in the hands of to cut out that middle guy and say, can we be in charge of our own money? So, like, for me, I'm like, the more and more I think about the way the world's going and the way I behave with my cards and the way I want to transact with money, it all seems right. And when you listen enough to these guys, it's like, yeah, you're probably dead on. That's where we're headed. And I'm getting every year, I'm getting more exposure to Bitcoin, getting more exposure to Ethereum and Bitcoin. Nothing else.
I'm gonna buy more
Nothing else.
pussy. On that note,
Yeah,
it's all down, so I might as well buy
I'm buying more
today.
on this dip.
Yeah, because I mean, I haven't looked at it like this, and you got me looking, and I'm like, okay, well, it's down, so I might as well do it.
I'm buying more on this dip for sure. And it could go, what I'm being told, it could go to around 80 something thousand.
Crazy.
Then don't quote me on it, but it could dip to about 80 something before it pops back.
Are you gonna open more businesses, you think?
Yeah, I'll never stop doing that. I'll never stop um getting involved with people that I see as good people that that are knowledgeable in what they do. And then I don't I want to be involved in businesses with people that I like being around, put it that way. Like, if I like being around someone, I'm like, yeah, I'll do business with that person. But I can pick and choose now.
Listen to that, people. I say it all the time. People buy people, man. They don't buy all the other bullshit. They buy people.
Yeah, I don't care how much money you're making. If I don't like you or I don't like the person you are, you just don't have a moral compass. We're we're not gonna make money together. I'd rather make $1 with someone I like than $100 with someone I don't like. So, like,
No, I'm with you on that. Here's a question for you. You got a lot going on. You got a lot of good things going on. What's next for Eddie Alvarez? What's next for you? Like, what's
Dude, I wanna, that's why I told you when you had that summit, I go, "Well, Lance, you called me," and I said, "Yeah, I'll speak. Hell yeah, I'll speak." And I did that probably 10 different times this past year after my last fight, because I just wanted to get comfortable speaking in front of people and telling my story. I think on top of the gym, physically teaching people how to fight, like literally teaching them how to fight and, win their fights, I wanna do the same thing, in life. I wanna be able to get in front of people, tell them my story, let them know how I overcame things, let them know that it's okay to be afraid. It's okay. That's totally fine. It's actually normal when you're trying to reach for something great, and help people learn how to fight. Not in every aspect of
And when you tie it in, you like business is fighting. Business,
Yes.
you're fighting every day for survival. Business, you're fighting for market share. You're fighting to grow your business, to be profitable.
Yeah.
Like when you spoke, like it was amazing. I would tell anyone this right now. That's listening to this. If you're looking to have someone speak, he's probably one of your number one speakers that you want to have speak to your team, to a conference. Like you're coming down. As soon as I heard you speak, I was like, thank God we got to get him down to the conference. Like I can't wait to see you speak.
Yeah. I'm pumped.
You're called for that. Like I love the fact that you are so humble. Like I hope my sons all have that. Listen, I'm very boisterous, as you could know. On time, you
Mhm.
follow me on social media. You see, I'm very but like I almost feel like I'm your dad. I'm that guy. Like I'm not afraid to,
Yep.
you know, yeah, I'm not afraid to put myself out there.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that's a good characteristic, right? It's just kind of who I am, right? But I'm also the first guy to be like, yeah, he knocked me out, or he beat me, or he beat me at this, or I failed at this. So I think I just call it down the middle, but I got that big personality that's just it is what it is.
Everybody I met, honestly, everybody I met who's doing things at a high level, and one thing I don't wanna say I regret it because it's who I am, there's nothing I could do about it. Uh, you got Muhammad Ali, Conor McGregor, to Donald Trump, like, there's all these people who are like, everybody knows who they are, everybody, they have greatness inside of them, and it's like, the thing they have going for them is they got both markets. They got people who love them and people who hate them. They're completely polarizing, right? And if I could go back and do my career again, I would work on being more polarizing and getting more people to hate me because my only fans were people who liked me.
Don't say that. Your sons are watching this. I don't want you having the
I didn't have enough. You calling me polarized? No, you're polarizing, Lance. You're gonna have a lot of people who love you, and there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that hate you. And you're gonna have a lot of people that hate me. That's okay. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So it's like that's the way things are, and that's I guess
I'm okay
the
with that though.
consequence that's a consequence of going for something greatness. You got to remove yourself from. You're not gonna make everyone happy. There's gonna be a lot of people that are pissed and angry, but there's also gonna be a lot of people who love you, and then there's a difference between your character and your reputation. Your reputation is who people think you are, and your character is that's who you are. The people who are around you, who know you, that's who you really are. So you need to be able to separate one from the other and know, I only care about my character. My reputation can go.
I don't care what people say. My wife says to me, you know, how can you never get upset with these people that say stuff? And I'm like, why? They don't know us.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. I'm playing the game. I'm in the arena. I'm building. I'm taking a chance. I got, the saying, the cowards wait for a brave man to stumble. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right?
I love that.
And it's my favorite saying. It's one of my favorite sayings. And then you'll never feel someone feel a wild thing, feel sorry for themselves, right? Like, but the guys that are doing the same shit, living their same lives from 20 years ago, 15 years ago, that's great. That's what you want to live.
Yeah.
But you can't hate that I want to just go and be better and better and better. And if you want to, and you want to take shots at me and you want to hate me, and go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I always say this to my wife. I say it to my kids. I say it to everyone here, and Nearest hear me say it a million times. I want to make everyone a 5-star raving lunatic fan of Lance Bachmann that wants to be. And then I want to make all these fucking haters raving
Yeah.
5-star hater fans of Lance Bachmann. Like, it sounds crazy. I want you to hate me so much. I live in your house rent free And I know I do. When I see these guys make comments and, and people are like, I'm like, damn, I can have that. My words can have that type of effect. I never slept with your wife. I've never beat
Yeah.
your child. I never stole money from you. And you hate me that much, right?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Something's working.
I'm doing great.
Something's working.
But the people that want to be raving fans, and I mean this sincerely, and that's why I do the shop tours, I do the masterminds, I have my coaching group and a business. The people that want to be raving fans, I hope I give you the best five-star experience. My staff does, my team does. I want you to have everything and give you that abundance mindset where you're successful.
Yeah.
So it's like two different versions of me and what you get.
But that's you're focused on the people who love you. And that's like I teach that to my fighters, right? My fighters come to me, "Oh, this guy said this," and they come in and they say, "Oh, see this comment? He said this." And I'm like, every time you get fixated on that bad comment, here's what I need you to do. I need you to scroll down to the 10 people who said something good, and I want you to comment, "Thank you so much for your support." You giving that an ounce of your energy, the bad stuff, you're focusing on the wrong thing. The other 10 comments are what means something. Them people love you. They have your support. Pay attention to them because they deserve your attention. The guy up there, he's trying to get it badly, and he wants your focus to shift on bad stuff.
The majority of people online are going to write negative stuff. You just have to think about it. Is it easier to be negative or positive? Just think about the average human being that you've met. Most people, when you ask how they're doing, start complaining.
Yeah.
Ask me how I'm doing. I'm like, I never had a fucking bad day. I'm blessed by the best. Like, I'm so grateful. Like, I literally jump out of bed and I jump out of bed. My wife is like, you are not. I jump at like I'm so let's I mean, I am. I'm like, it is like we just slept together the night. Right, suck like that, and that's it. I do it. Falls at the map beasts. For rolls of us. But we're at the mountains, and was I up bright and early, out back, ready to go? Like it, yeah. Like we're up at the gym at 5, like so happy.
Yeah.
But then, so I'm like, why would that be any different with these miserable people that don't ever try to make themselves better. They don't get further education. They don't go to masterminds. They don't go to coaching groups. They don't go to the gym. They don't they think being like cool is being 40, 50 years old, still in the bar drinking on the weekends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna be successful doing that?
It's a that I just think it's a matter of focus. Like it's literally a matter of focus. Like you're focused on the wrong shit.
I know, but if you're focusing on that, don't be mad at the people that are focusing on being successful.
Well, you're reminding them of what they can be, and it's pissing them off. You're reminding them of all the potential that they had that they don't, and that makes people angry. They don't even want to be in the same room with you because it has nothing to do with you.
It has nothing to
It's a
listen.
it's a personal thing with that they're having. It has nothing to do with you.
So I had to leave people. I'll tell you a personal story, and I speak about it on stage sometimes. Is I had to leave a bunch of guys I hung out with back in the day from like Bucks County, Northeast Philly. Like just these are lifelong friends. Like, but and it was nothing wrong with they were doing. It was what I would do, and I'd go out and drink, and you make poor decisions. I say this to people all the time, like you shouldn't be a married man out drinking 3 nights a week. I don't care who you are, because you're gonna make a dumb decision sooner or later. You are. You have alcohol in you, people are around, it's a fun time. You're blowing off stress of your family life of kids, bills, home, real so what happens? Someone says hi, you feel good about yourself, and you make a dumb decision, right?
Mhm.
And so I don't wanna be that guy anymore. I was like, I'm not gonna go out and do dumb shit no more. I'm not this drinking is really not I still drink, just but drinking 3, 4 nights a week is just you feel like shit the next day. You don't feel healthy. You just all the things I'll tell you about. And all of a sudden, you're like, I'm the problem. You guys aren't the problem. You guys can still go do this. You guys clearly are having fun and living your life, and there's nothing wrong with that. And all of a sudden, like, you're getting bullets thrown at you and grenades.
Yeah.
And instead of saying, great for you that you decide to be a better person, it's get back here and let me. And I'm like, I try and tell people that story all the time, like, because you're going to have to make serious changes in your life
That's
if you
right.
want something different. And people are gonna fucking hate you for it.
Yeah. And it's not like I said, I don't think there's a book called The Four Agreements, and one of the chapters in the book in the Four Agreements is don't take anything personally because like most of the hate or the love that's coming toward you has a lot more to do with the person that's saying it than it
Of
does
course.
you yourself. So it's like if you're getting hate, it's usually from a hateful person that they'd say that to anyone. It has nothing to do with you. It's like,
I say this, I've never seen someone do better than Lance Bachman hate Lance Bachman.
yeah, yeah, that
No, I've never seen anyone doing better than me hate Lance Bachman. Like, I walk into those rooms like, "Hey, Lance, how you doing? How are things going? Anything I can help you with?" Like, total fucking opposite. Like,
yeah,
and I have the abundance mindset. Like, when you told me you want to start speaking, alright, we started talking about it, I said,
yep,
"Yo, my guys will help you with the presentation, they'll
yep.
make sure the video's there, we'll
You
tell your
did.
story."
You did
Like,
right away.
I'm like, I wanna see you be successful. I would love to see you listen, the Eddie Alvarez story is gonna be 10 times better story than Lance Bachman's story, right? Like, you got a great story. Mine's a little different. So, like, people are enthralled with Eddie Alvarez, UFC champ, Bellator champ. Lance is not even the Council Rock sectional champ, where you're a big difference. Like, I mean, no, I did win sectionals. I didn't win districts.
I'll trade bank accounts though. If you want to trade bank, yeah, we'll trade bank accounts any day. I'll take your bank account, Lance. You can have mine.
Thank you. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna be great at that. And I wanna see you be great at. And I just wish more people had that. Eddie, listen, I appreciate you coming here to the podcast. I appreciate you coming to Marco Island. People that wanna see you speak December 3rd through 5th, get your ticket now. Elite VIPs are already sold out. VIP tickets are sold out. Um, so get your ticket right away. You're gonna be down there for a day or 2, correct?
I'm gonna be down there for a day or two, and like any business entrepreneur, even you name it, things in life, period. I want to help you get through the fight. Like, not it's not just fighting literally. I fought literally and figuratively. Like, if you're in a fight with yourself, battling with yourself, it could be with anything. I think you'll have a chance in Marco Island to be inspired and leave there with a newfound energy and know that, like, whatever it is you're feeling or thinking or going through, you're not alone, and it's actually normal, and you're in the fight that you should be in.
Eddie, here's a question for you. How do people get a hold of you on social media? What's your
Yeah,
channels?
I'm on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where's your gym at, first of all? It's is it at the NAC, in
Yeah,
the NAC?
yep, it's not inside of the NAC, it's a standalone building right when you go in the NAC.
What's the address, just so people know?
I think it's 114 Pheasant Way.
114 Pheasant Way, Underground Kings. Do me a favor, Neri, make sure his address gets put in there so you have it, and the phone number, please,
Mm.
and website.
We got that, and then you can follow me at @eAlvarez Fight. That's on Twitter and Instagram. Um, and yeah, if you make it to Marco Island, I'd love to meet you guys there, see you in person, and, come be inspired, man. Learn to fight.
I look forward to it. Thank you so much, brother.
Thanks, Lance.